Good morning, guys. Today I want to talk to you about the war on meat, the atrazine shortage in Brazil, and deer are coming down with the woohoo bat flu. Let's get into it. But before I get into that, let me just go ahead and do this. Not wearing any communist Carhartt stickers today. Now, the war on meat is getting worse and worse. There's a picture of a guy with a cage around his steaks he's trying to buy at Walmart. That's from Florida. And I never thought I would see that, but I should have, because I bring home the bacon. This is a $20 bill, 2.5 pounds of Wright's thick cut smoked bacon. When it gets to 30 or 40 bucks, it'll probably have a cage around it too. He said there was only 2 people in the whole store that had the key to the dang cage. It's just an inconvenience right now, but it will get worse. In the Thunderdome, meat is going to be hard to get. It's going to be harder to check out if you got to find somebody to take a lock off of it. Now, what's going to make this worse is the atrazine shortage. There's an atrazine shortage in Brazil for now. That is a herbicide they use on crops worldwide. I'm going to read a little bit to you about it. Check it out. I'm going to put the link to all these little articles and clips I'm reading in the description below so you can read them for yourself. But if you're driving to work and if you're like me and when you're working, you like to listen to the news and try to get quick hits of information, that's what I'm trying to do for you guys. So like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. This is just something I'm trying to keep an eye out for us, the community. And if you got some information for the community, put #community and I'll read it right here. For more than 60 years, atrazine has been the backbone of effective, affordable weed control for corn, sorghum, and sugarcane farmers. Each year, atrazine supports 85,000 American jobs across agriculture industry. That is crazy. That's a lot of jobs. Along with the related herbicides, some names I can't say, help save U.S. consumers an estimated of 4.3 to almost 6.2 billion annually, primarily in lower prices for eggs, meat, dairy products, and ethanol fuel. So if there's a shortage of herbicide, that is absolutely going to affect the price of meat. Make no mistake about it. Protects the environment and critical wildlife habitats. Each year, atrazine helps farmers prevent up to 85 million tons of soil erosion by encouraging conservation tillage and no-till farming. These herbicides have a humongous impact on growing crops. And if you're not for herbicides or you think they shouldn't be used or whatever, well, there's going to be a bunch of starving people if they can't get it, period. I know in my garden, personally, I do my best to stay away from herbicides, but sometimes I have to use a little bit. When things get really out of control and you have something real invasive, you can knock it out and it will kill it dead. And for you guys that think it makes it up to the roots of the plant, and I don't spray all over the plants. I just hit, just hot spot it. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way with pesticides. Here in Louisiana, pesticides you have to use them. I've tried the neem oil and all that. It works good in the early spring when the bugs are young and it's not real bad. But late stage garden, man, if you don't use pesticides, you're going to lose your garden. If you have a garden of any size, and I can't imagine growing something on a huge scale like these farmers are trying to do. So keep that in mind. And I didn't know anything about the soil erosion. That's pretty neat as well. So let's go on and talk about the deer coming down with the woohoo bat flu. This is stupid. As you know, we have to trust the science. So let's see what the science is saying, since it's so right all the time. White-tailed deer on New York's Staten Island have become the first known wildlife animals infected with the Omicron variant, which has already caused a huge wave of infections in humans throughout the world. Booga, 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 scary, scary. The scientists analyzed blood samples from 131 deer collected between mid-December and the end of January to discover that around 15% of the animals had COVID antibodies. You mean they have natural immunity? Wow. 7 out of 68 CPR tested deer turned out to be infected at the time of testing, with whole genome sequencing identifying the Omicron variant. I wonder if they're having mandates. We're going to mandate the deer? Some of the Omicron-infected animals were likely to have been previously infected with other COVID variants, which, according to the study, confirms that the virus' ability to infect evade immune system defenses. Further analysis allowed the research team to conclude that the deer caught Omicron from human, blah, blah, blah. What do you want us to do? Not eat deer, not hunt deer, don't eat steaks? Yeah, that's exactly what they want us to do. They want us to eat bugs and rent everything and own nothing. It's ridiculous, and I want to stay on top of this stupid propaganda because it is so important. It looks like meat in the Thunderdome is going to be expensive. If you're interested in having money that'll buy things in the future when we're in the Thunderdome, and you're kind of on the side of where I'm at, like we're not going to be really trading in butter and corn and beans, because that's going to be a hard transaction to make. You know, I'm going to give you a bag of beans for a half stick of butter. No, I need a whole stick of butter. You know what I'm saying? You can use something to trade with in the future. If you're interested, let me know. And I appreciate y'all watching me. I plan on bringing this stuff every day. I'm actually going to see my 92-year-old grandfather. He has stories. I'm going to try to get him to talk about it, about bacon and how hard it was to find in the Great Depression. And they didn't eat bacon. They didn't eat bacon, and they didn't eat deer. You know why they didn't eat deer? Because deer were not available. They were hunted out immediately. They ate squirrels. I'm just saying, brace for impact. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe. I will see you tomorrow.